Hi, I'm Joe Bailey, Executive Director with the Quest program, and I want to talk to you briefly about professionalism. One of the things that we take great pride in within our Quest community is the ability to go ahead and perform in a very professional way. And of course, being professional really depends upon the context that you're in. It could be everything from a one-on-one type of interview situation. It could be standing up in front of a large audience of people and giving a professional presentation. Or it could be in a very kind of informal networking type of environment. There are several things that you want to keep in mind when you're trying to be professional. The first thing, manners. I know it sounds silly, but you would be surprised how many mistakes are made by people having improper manners. Always remember your pleases and your thank yous. When you're meeting somebody, make sure you look them in the eye, shake their hand firmly, and say, "It's nice to meet you. My name is Joe Bailey," or whatever your name is. Make sure you go ahead and get off on the right foot. Having good manners by making sure that you say, thank you or please is always a good way to go ahead and show that you're acting in a very professional and polite manner. The second thing is attire. Make sure you're dressed appropriately. This even includes if you're going to, let's say, a company picnic. You might think, wow, that's a very informal type of situation. That might be the place for me to take out some really crazy clothes that I have. Really remember that even though you might be, let's say, in a company picnic, you still want to go ahead and act in a way that's professional. This might seem crazy for a guy who wears a bow tie. Not too many people wear bow ties, but you do want to make sure that you never dress inappropriately, especially when you're going on an interview or speaking with an external client. You want to go ahead and make sure you're dressed at least to their level. And if you need to go ahead and be a little bit cautious, you want to err on the side of being a little bit more professional. So if you're not sure whether to wear a tie or not, probably a good idea to wear a tie. It's something you could always take off. Or if you're stick out a little bit too much, you could always say, well, I really wanted to go ahead and make sure that I dressed up for the occasion because it's very important to me. I would say the third thing that you want to think about whenever you're professional is understand the context. Know who is going to be there and know what is expected of you in your participation. For example, if you're a junior member on the team and you're put into a boardroom, it's probably not the time for you to go ahead and float all of the ideas that maybe haven't been thought about within your team. You probably want to spend more time listening than you want to spend talking. Or if, let's say, you go into an interview and someone is asking you a number of questions, you don't want to come across as somebody who's willing to dodge an answer. You want to go ahead and answer it directly with as much confidence as you can and then move on. So again, those are two different situations, one where you're expected to speak a lot and one where you're expected to speak very little. And always a good idea when you're trying to act professionally to understand the context and what your participation is and what's expected of you. One of the things that I really encourage our students in the Quest program to think about is develop good listening skills. Listen with your eyes as well as your ears. Take cues from those people who are around you. There may be good reasons for you to go ahead and maybe follow their example. This doesn't necessarily mean conformist, just do exactly as other people are doing and completely fit in. Clearly you want to stand out and be your own person. And so I think what you find is that if you can go ahead and understand the context within which you're acting professionally, that you can learn how it best works for you and be confident within your own skin. And I think that confidence will go ahead and convey itself to whatever context you're in. So again, always remember your manners, always make sure you're dressed appropriately, and always remember the context that you're in. So for the Quest program, this is Joe Bailey, and good luck being professional.